Anybody back there?
What happens to the Disney debt, and what about possible legal challenges to the future organization?
So Disney's going to pay its debt. And I think if you remember when we did the initial special session where we set the sunset date, and we knew we'd have to deal with this. I always said that they're going to come in and we're going to figure out the best way to do it. So what I said really for the last 6-9 months is Disney is no longer going to have self-government. They're not going to have their own government. Disney is going to pay its fair share of taxes, and Disney's going to honor the debt, and that's exactly what this proposed piece of legislation will do. If you remember when we first went down this road last spring, a lot of folks in the media were saying that, oh my gosh, Disney's actually going to pay less taxes and Floridians are going to pay more taxes. They were saying that, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Well, this puts that to bed, and so those debts will be honored and those will be paid. Now, this is obviously now going to be controlled by the state of Florida, which is no longer self-governing for them, so there's a new sheriff in town, and that's just the way it's going to be. Maybe we'll do some more Florida resident discount. Who knows? No, just yes, ma'am.
About 2 weeks ago, you announced $1 billion teacher pay raises, and in that announcement, you had touted raising the minimum to $47,500 for teachers across the state. Some teachers in more rural counties of north central Florida, such as Gilchrist, Madison County, have expressed that they are not at that minimum.
Yeah, so just so you know, what we've always said is our goal was to get to a state average of 47.5. So you're right, some of those rural are not at that, but those rural were like 33 or 34 before I became governor. So they've had major increases. So our threshold was, and so with this package from last year, we're now statewide average minimum, average across districts is 48,000. Obviously, Sarasota, Miami-Dade, some of those are higher cost of living. Some of that is there. Now, with this additional money, we are not requiring it to go to further minimum increases. They can apply it to any way they want. So if those rural counties want to apply that to the average minimum, they will be able to raise the average minimum even higher, and that's their right. But there's some other counties, some other districts that say, yeah, we've done good on that, it's working, but we also want to provide even more, and we have provided increases for veteran teachers. Maybe they want to do that. So they'll have the flexibility to do it. The thing that we do, though, on this, it can only be used for teachers' salaries. These school unions will hold this stuff hostage to try to advance their interests. In fact, we did this teacher increase last year, and some of these school unions were holding it up all the way through the end of 2022. And I'm like, why would you not want to rush the pay increases to teachers? Because ultimately, they're pursuing a different agenda. So we're going to make sure 100% goes to teachers. And I think maybe we'll talk to the legislature about saying, if it's authorized, once the budget goes into effect, you've got a limited window to get that money in the teachers' pockets. I'm sick of the political games that these school unions are playing.